All right, what's going on? Oh, I didn't change any of this from yesterday, did I? Somebody's been busy. That's it. That's the title of the stream. It says, I'm sorry. That's it. You've seen why. That was what I'm sorry for. So, I hope you enjoyed the build-up of suspense and the massive letdown. Let that be a lesson to you. That's what life is. A big build-up and then just a letdown. All right. All right. So I am not ready at all. That's fine by me. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the live stream link. We're going to share that in the Discord. And then we'll end off the stream because it's been pretty good. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. I hope it's been a fucking fun time. I'm just going to drop the link in the Discord for the stream and we will call it a night. Dun, dun, dun. All right. There we go. That's good. So, thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you next time. All right, and we're back. Okay, so now that that silliness is out of the way, let's go ahead and get this so I can actually see the chat properly. All right, there we go. All right, what's up? Ang, Chadwick, Horse, James P, Florida Potts, Millmaster, Dude, Stormtrooper, Adam. Who else we got in here? Bo Falcon, Maury, Gossett, Jamlin, Beaumont. I think that's everybody. Hey, and James P. gifting one at your membership to specifically Maury, who is here in the stream. Nicely done. Nicely done. What up, Fauskin? So, my friends, it is Tuesday night. It is Tuesday night. And I am full of remorse for what I said yesterday. Hence the stream title. I am a remorseful individual. Haley, did I see the Secret Lair Commander deck? Oh, you mean Heads I Win, Tails I Lose? Yeah, that was a long time ago. Wizards of the Coast has only released one Secret Lair Commander deck. It comes with like the 2 double-sided coins and Zinder split and whatever. It's all right. You know, it's like $100. So I wouldn't have bought it, but you know, other people did. What up, Shelton? Jack, you like they're fooling you with the micro stream? What up, Himrod? Stormtrooper! Gifted a membership to Sandro. Thanks, buddy. You and James P. with your membership kissery. Millmaster, will you be too mid by stream's end? Well, that's up to you. First of all, it's turgid. Secondly, when you said tumescence at the beginning, you meant to spell it like ESENC or whatever at the end, bro. Every day, what are you doing? What are you... Oh, fucking Garmin. Garmin, you just got. Every day with his fat fingers just timed you out for 5 minutes. Just for trying to say there is a new one, like from Star Wars. You tried to do a Star Wars quote, and he timed you out. Every day, don't time people out for doing Star Wars quotes. You better apologize. James P. handed out another membership. Hell yeah, buddy. A new one, just cute to brute. What? You're saying that I'm cute, but also brutish? I get it. You know what? I'll take it. I got a certain roguish charm. I'm cute and also brutal. I hear the things that I say. Thanks. Thanks, Haley. I appreciate your compliment. It's a little bit out there. I've never been called from cute to brute, but, you know, that's cool. I'll take it. I do like compliments. I am an egomaniac, so the more the better. What? Oh, Millmaster, there's even more T words that mean the same thing? Are you for real, bro? Because actually, if that's the case, that's a new one to me. Let's see here. Oh, what? Oh, no way! Especially of language or literary style, pompous or bombastic. You can use it to mean swollen or pompous. Oh, what? What? How did I not know that? That's awesome. All right, cool. Well, I stand corrected. I guess, well, no, you know what? I'm not sorry for my ignorance. I refuse to apologize for my ignorance in that regard. That's got to be a fairly archaic or just some kind of medical term that nobody uses, right? Because I've never heard it before. I thought you were just making stuff up. What up, Calic? James P., it's the magical number. What's up, Loco? Alex Brown, you ordered some junk you probably don't need from Amazon for $30. Oh, and you remembered my link. Enjoy the 14 cents on you and try not to spend it all at once. Bro, thank you. When you were buying your butt plug, thanks for thinking of me and using my Amazon link. You don't need to think about me when you're using it, but thanks, man. And actually, I'll have you know that there is Amazon, because David J was using my Amazon link a bunch. Amazon went, hey, good job getting people using your link. And they said, we're going to give you a boost in different categories. So it might not be 14 cents. It might be 18 cents on that whole stretcher you bought, bro. So either way, I'll take it all. I got bills to pay. I got lots of bills to pay. I got 18 kids to feed. I don't even know where they came from. I don't know whose kids they are. But I'll tell you, it's a better idea than Scheming Skeleton's idea of opening up like, I'm going to open up like a magic shop arcade because I thought that I should set me and my wife's money on fire and my kid should grow up like on the streets, living the tough life. What are the odds that the scheming skeleton would show up at the exact moment I happen to be talking about him? What are the fucking odds of that shit? What are the odds of that? CPAC, what am I sorry for? I'm sorry that I don't get to see you around more often because you're a good guy with a good attitude. Nobody was expecting that. Haley, no, the secret layer is cute to brute. I'm not following what you're saying. I genuinely don't understand what's going on. I do not know what cute to brute means in any capacity. Cracking in. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? David J. Yeah, buddy. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Like, I literally sent you a message on Discord a number of days ago because, like, I thought it was a scam email at first because I read it and it was just Amazon going, hey, we want to bump your rates in a bunch of categories. And I'm just like, huh? And it's like, opt in. I'm like, I ain't clicking on no link and no email that goes, we want to boost you. I'm like, yeah, you want to boost my shit. You want to steal from me, scammy McLink. But then I logged into the actual account and like there was a notification and I clicked on it. It was like, click to activate boosted rate kind of deal. I don't remember the language they used, but that's what it was. And I was just like, so I just click this and then for like the next month and a bit, they're just going to increase the percentage that I get when you guys use the link. Like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So I attribute that to you specifically, David J, because you went on a tear. So I don't know. The scheming skeleton. What a stupid idea you had, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up. When I read it, I was torn in two different directions at once. And it's good that you put it in your Discord where people just can't randomly comment, because I had a big comment that I would have made. But I thought, like, yo, I like you and your wife. Don't ruin your life. I thought that, and I also thought, chase your dreams. It's two things at once. It's like, what do I know? Maybe you can make it work, right? Right? This somehow works. What I'm doing here works, and if this can work, anything can work, right? I run an adult daycare where I get some derelicts off the street and they're like, look at the colors, listen to the noise. You can't be hassling the normal folk while I got you distracted here. You know what I mean? So I just don't want you to like lose all your monies. David J, it's all good. You don't have to sign. I didn't know how often you signed in, because the last time we spoke was about One Piece a million years ago, to the point where I couldn't remember your fucking name. So I'll have you know, I scrolled through a bunch of names, like clicking on a shitload of conversations, just looking for that Discord conversation to say, thanks, good job. So even though you don't log into Discord, and even though I'm saying it's not a big deal, I did piss away a lot of time on it. Lasagna, what are we sorry for? We're not married, right? And I'm not your kid. So what are we sorry for? No. I ain't sorry for shit. I'm glad I did it. I'm fucking glad. Damn right, and I'll do it again. What up and goodbye, Quill? David J, that's right. Yeah, guys, just so you know, since I've talked about it enough, I guess I should clarify. I have an Amazon link. It's in the description of my videos. And is it on the live stream here in this channel? I don't remember. Let me look. Oh, it is. Okay. So there's a live stream here in the description of the... No, there's not a live stream in the description of the live stream. That would be like infinity. The anomaly! There is the Amazon link in the description. And if you just make that your Amazon link, just pin it as your Amazon link or book it as your Amazon link, however you do your links, because everyone's got different stuff. And I feel like an old man because I just want to use my computer, but I open up my browser and it's like, check it out. For your convenience, we've inserted a bunch of like the sites you go to. And sometimes we'll include sponsored ones too. No, don't do that. Don't turn this page that I just used to go to websites into like advertising. Well, why are you turning this off? Because I don't want that in there. Okay, but hold on. How about this? You know when you open this up and it's just meant to be a bunch of convenient links? What if we put a bunch of disappointing or insane world news that's hard to ignore and is depressing and we just blast it? No! Stop it! You know, like, I don't want any of it. I don't want any of it. Florida, you're here for the funny Canadian accent. You're a fucking nationalist. That's right, Gordo. That's right. Death Dog, what's going on? Did something actually bad happen? Oh, fuck no. Guys, first of all, the I'm sorry in the thumbnail is like, first of all, I am legitimately sorry to a handful of people who were in yesterday's live stream. What I'm sorry for is fucking insignificant. Let's be very clear about that. This is just oh shit, here's how it went. When you hear it, you're gonna go, all right, fair enough. That's about it. It's the situation is like this. Yesterday, we're hanging out. We start talking about watching movies, doing stuff. You guys told me about Out Cold. And somebody, I don't know if it was Kensuke, somebody said, yo, I recommended that like months ago. I'm glad you're finally actually watching it. And it turned out that we had watched it before and that it's not the laugh riot that I was promised. It's a ultimately forgettable movie with like very few laughs in it and like so little that we had apparently seen the entirety of the movie before and could not recall anything, but it all felt vaguely familiar and was terribly not entertaining. It was a waste of our time. So I said yesterday, we're going to talk about that movie today. And then I watched it and was like, oh, I don't even, like, that's it. So that's what that turned into. It's like, that's, for anybody who was actually excited about that movie, somebody gave it a rating of a 6 yesterday. And I'm like, it is aggressively mediocre. It's a 4 to 5, you know? Jamlin Jr. says, so Haley is bad at conveying information. There's a new Commander deck secret layer. Its name is Cute to Brute. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that if there was like a new secret layer, like a full-on new Commander secret layer, that I would know about it. Like, I'm literally in my day job, not in my night ramblings, but in my day job, I'm the Magic historian, and I think I would probably be aware. So because I don't know about this, it doesn't exist. There's zero chance there's a secret layer called From Cute to Brute. Otherwise, I would have made a video on it. Like, imagine a world where, I'm just going to make up a hypothetical. Like, imagine there was a Cute to Brute secret layer. And imagine, like, Wizard said, you know what, we're not going to put any fucking foils in this particular secret layer commander deck. And we're going to make it 5 colors, and we're just going to throw it full of, like, double-faced cards that have no synergy, and we're going to maybe slap it under. I'm just going to pull a name out of the air. Essica. Let's say Essica as the commander. And what we're going to do is we're going to crank the price up by 50%. We're going to go like $150 on this secret layer. Like, if that was a thing, anything even resembling like that, I would fucking know about it. And there would be videos talking about how greedy and insane and gross that is. And since videos like that don't exist, clearly neither does the deck. You know what I mean? It's not a thing. It's not a thing. I would have talked about it. I would have covered that. So, moving onwards, we can put that to bed. That's covered. It's not a thing. Doesn't exist. Roughneck, you saw, I'm sure somebody's covered it. Just not me. I never covered it. I have no knowledge. No knowledge of any such thing. Oh, what? Jack of Flames Antiviral the movie? It's a weird movie about people vying celebrity illnesses to infect themselves with? What? All right, that sounds pretty wild. Stefornal, what's behind me? Oh, that's Priscia. That's from yesterday's stream. That is a gigantic fabric hanging that is currently draped over my bookcase. And yeah, that'll stay there until I'm not lazy and I take it down. I can't help myself. I can't. Whenever anybody comes and starts telling me about something and I already know, I'm like, oh, this will be fun. I'm just going to screw with them now. Nah, there's no such thing as Cute to Brute. I'm telling you, it exists. And it's like, yes, I know, because I've covered it. I already talked about it. That's the fun of not everybody keeping up with all the videos that you make. Not everyone knows what you're making. Not everyone knows what's going on. It gives me the ability to screw around more. Gordo, Boss Movie is a fun movie. Boss Level, I should say. Boss Level. That's a fun movie with a cool concept. Stefornal, it was watch the link or catch the live stream. I mean, both stay up afterwards. You just need to get one of those devices from Harry Potter so you can be like Hermione and turn back your time with the time turner and do multiple things so you can save the fucking Griffin. Do it. Get some points for Gryffindor, you fucking Weasley. Pyre, I don't know, man. I don't know what would cause me to ever do something along those lines. Oh, I'm doing better today now than I was earlier. It was a rough day to start with, man. Time remains a constant. Yeah, it remains a constant drag. Oh, that's sad. So yeah, that was ultimately disappointing. Checking out that movie and realizing, oh no. Oh no. So that was a waste of time. What hasn't been a waste of time is the show Shameless. I didn't realize like what I was missing out on by not having seen that show. But on the upside, it's a situation where it's like, whoa, this show is really good. And I don't know when it's not going to be really good, because it probably falls off at some point. But you got many seasons to find out. And there's a lot of interestingly written characters. And just like some despicable people too, right? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. David J. You have smoked all of the crack rock, bro. I got complimented on my calves today by a man named Humble Pie. I'm sure you did. Have I watched Severance? Yes. Severance was really cool. The idea of like separating yourself out, and it's like you go to work and you don't have to deal with it. There's like a work you know, like that stuff is nuts. That is nuts. Just the whole thing, man. I want more. I want more. Wait a minute. What do you mean UK or American Shameless? Is there a UK version of it? Is it like the same way it was with The Office, where there's a few seasons and it just ended because they don't dry hump things to death here, like over there, like they do here, where they just go 6 episodes, a couple seasons, whatever, we're good. And over here we're like, ride it until it fucking dies. Never give anything a satisfying conclusion. Oh, fuck me, man. Well, why am I watching the... God. I gotta look this up. Whoa, we got 11 seasons of it, eh? James McAvoy's a part of it? Really? Huh. Oh, crazy. So yeah, it's just like, it's the same story. It's the same kind of, do they have the same thing that happens in the Office? Well, no, I guess because the Office, the British one ends after a few seasons, and the North American one went on forever until it sucked. Huh. Well, now I'm wondering if I should be switching over. I mean, they do have really good actors in the US version. Macy is really good. He's a really good actor. I've normally only seen him in, like, serious roles where he is not a piece of garbage. He usually tends to not be a terrible person, right? Trailer, what am I sorry about? I'm sorry about nothing. Nothing. You weren't here for it yesterday, so it doesn't matter. Speedwagon! I beat my record today and caught a 5'7" gator. What? Is that code for something? Like, did you pick up, do you like scaly bitches? Do you go down to the bar and pick up above average height scaly women, bro? Or are you like Crocodile fucking Dundee out there fighting crocodiles and shit? Are you having sex with them, bro? Speedwagon, you lord of the board! American programming with happy endings, Britain sad, fucking reality. Same thing goes with like movies that came over, like the Asian films, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon and stuff like that, where you're like, oh, whoa, what the hell? This isn't a happy ending. You wrangle gators. That's insane, dude. That's insane. Look at that. We got multiple different opinions. Yent is like, yo, UK version of Shameless is hilarious. Roughneck saying, I like the American version better. I'm already into season 2 of the American version. So maybe I'll just go through the American version and then do the British version. Or maybe I'll just watch one and then wait a long time and go and check out the other. I don't know. I'm going to tell Carly and I'm going to see what she thinks. It might be easier to watch the American one because sometimes Carly doesn't get British slang or their accents kind of throw her off. So there's that. John Woo dubs. Oh, John Woo action movies? Death Dog, the UK one is so dry. All right. Well, that's good to know. Roughneck, you resonated with them more because you're degenerate like Lip and Frank. Foskin, you like the American version because look at the. It's interesting to see the variations that exist just within the small sample size of people who come to these live streams. Or you can see two comments side by side where one is like, yo, I like the North American version because it resonates with my existence. And then you've got the complete opposite. I like the North American version because it doesn't resonate with my existence. So it provides a different kind of entertainment. And that's understandable. They're both understandable positions. It's not like there is one objectively correct viewpoint in this. So I like stuff like that. I find, I don't know, there's just like, it's just this wave of endless people and information that flows along the internet. And every once in a while, the same way that a sequence of numbers that will come up that's enjoyable, where it moves up and down in particular patterns, it's just fun to see stuff like that. I see it in the comment section too, where people come by and be like, your hair looks stupid. Hey, your hair looks great today. This video's stupid. Hey, this video's great. It's just like right on top of each other. Florida, you're enjoying Ted Lasso. You had to turn on closed caption to understand the accents. I'm originally from Newfoundland, so I'm used to like super thick accents. Like my dad has an accent. My grandfather had a fucking insane accent where most people, even inside the family, couldn't figure what the fuck he was saying. And I was only sure about 60% of the time. Turns out I was my grandfather's favorite out of all the grandkids and everything. And at first I thought it was just because, yo, I'm fucking awesome. That makes perfect sense. I'm a lot of fun. And that's part of it. But I'm also legit the fucking spitting image of my grandfather. Like to an insane degree. My mom had a black and white picture. Carly actually keeps it around the fucking apartment because she's tripped out by it and likes it. It's a picture of my grandfather. And when I first saw it, I said to her, I was like, to my mom, this is before like Photoshop stuff, and she didn't even know how to do that stuff. But I said, yo, how do you have a picture of me in black and white wearing an outfit I've never worn in a place I've never been? Like before I took a second look at the picture, I thought it was me. I took a closer look. I'm like, this isn't me. What is this? And she's like, that's your grandfather. And I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, oh, it's got to be a trip for my grandmother then. You know what I mean? She's always loved me too. It's like I literally look like the dude, like just like him, which means I'm going to look like a fucking, my head is, if I follow the same trajectory, my head is going to square up and I'm going to look like a fucking melted candle. So look forward to that, friends. We'll slowly watch the transition. That guy was awesome. I'm from a small village. Everybody loved my grandfather there. He was like super, just everybody loved the dude. It was great. And he's one of these kind of guys where like, it's a small village. They don't give a shit, right? It's like the kids, there's 13-year-old kids smoking cigarettes, whatever. But they come up to him and they'd be like, hey, can I have a smoke? And he'd be like, oh, no, I can't be giving you kids no cigarettes kind of thing, right? I can't be doing that. And then he would walk a little bit up the road and then he would just take his cigarette pack and he would just go like this. And he just kind of tap it, and a couple of cigarettes would fall out of the pack onto the ground, and he would just continue on his way. Do you know what I mean? So he'd be like, no, I can't do that. And then he would just fucking do it. Like, I'll just do it over here. I didn't give them to you. I'm just going to dump them on the ground. He would just do shit like that. Jamestown's Carly has the notes for my grandfather. Oh, no. Bro, is this going to be one of those Back to the Future things where Carly fucks my grandfather and then I don't exist? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I would still exist. Then I would just be banging my grandma. Gotta fucking live your life somehow, right? Then I could be on one of those weird YouTube channels. Man, that makes me think of Futurama. Oh, a lesson in not changing history by Mr. Oh, a lesson in not changing history by Mr. I'm my own grandpa. Screw history. Oh, Futurama was funny, man. I wish I was capable of creating something as enduring and clever and funny as that kind of shit, you know? Blue controller, why are my Wizards videos 4K and my live streams on a potato? Excellent question. Because I use a great camera to record my videos. I have a really nice camera for that. And I tried using a really nice camera to do live streams, and it cooked my camera. It destroyed it. So that turned into a whole big thing. And I just went, I mean, first of all the live streams just used to be deleted. So who cares? Are you fucking jerking off to it? I don't care. If you want fucking better quality for tugging it, you gotta fucking pay. First of all. So let's be very clear about that. Give me money if you jerk it to my stream. You want a better camera? Then fucking mail me one. Buy me an expensive ass camera and mail it to me. Be the solution, not the fucking part of the problem or the bitching. Because otherwise I don't give a shit, right? That's how I look at it. Why are you doing this? Fix the problem or shut your fucking job. Because I ain't fixing it. This is it. This is what you get. This is what you get because this is what you fucking deserve. And you know this is what you deserve too. You don't even get the whole fucking screen. Look at this shit. You don't deserve this extra space. So you don't fucking get it. You get what, you know how you can't always get that song, you can't always get what you want. If you try sometimes, you get what you need. Well, fucking try. Try sometimes. Do that. Instead of being in control of blue, be in control of green, which is like go, which means progress. Let's go forwards. Being blue is being sad. Blue balls are also bad. You chose a bad color. You chose a bad color. Diary, what am I sorry for? I am sorry because I got like 8 ladies pregnant and I haven't told my wife yet. And this is, I just got to get it off my chest here first because I have been on an impregnation bender. Legitimately. I am raising a fucking army of children and we're going to storm the streets. And I'm sorry, but there's not going to be room for anybody else's kids. So yeah, we're going to fucking run all your kids out into the forests and the woodlands, and they're going to have to eat like little scavengers. That's right, Seb. Oh, well, you got life is life, bro. All hail the potato cam. You think 8 is rookie numbers? I don't think so. Actually, I guess by the fucking old standards, who am I kidding? 8 is fucking rookie numbers. By today's standards, with the lower birth rates, yeah. But now I'm thinking back to like, you go back a couple generations to my grandparents and shit. They're like, yo, we got to make 15 babies because some of these are going to be eaten by ferrets and some of them are going to lick electrical sockets and some of them are just going to get killed by imaginary diseases that we don't even know exist. Fuck it. Like, my grandparents didn't have a floor in their house originally, which is wild. Like, that's just hearing the stories. It's like, yeah, we swept grass in to be the floor. And you had to, what? You know what I mean? Like, it's so insane. It's so insane. Cinder Shadoo, how do you do? Seb, this is the wildest Hatcher stream you could ever imagine? Well, stick around. Fuck, this isn't the wildest I've gotten in a live stream by far. I feel like this is like a normal. This is normal. This is normal stream for me. We're talking about what? Banging my own grandma and stuff? Ain't nothing different there. What up, Packhead? How's it going? How's it going? Wait, Florida, what? Looking at my Amazon wish list, can't decide if I want to buy a meat slicer or the vibrating master. I gotta go and fix that wish list. I have let Carly had way too much fucking free reign on this shit. She has turned into like, well, I gave her fucking access to the wish list so that she could put shit that I wanted on the wish list. And I could yell out to her, yo, put this on the wish list in a stream. But she is, what the fuck are you talking about? The vibrate, now I gotta go and look at my own wish list. What? What? A meat slicer or a vibrator? And what if you buy me one and I think it's the other? What if it's the one that I'm supposed to put my dong in, but it's actually the meat slicer? Oh my lord, yeah, Carly has been turned loose on that wish list, and it's on. Like I have something here. I have a little note that's been on my keyboard for I don't know, probably 2 months, saying that I need to go and fix up that wish list. I need to fix that up. Because if you look at it, I bet you the wish list looks like something you'd see on like a lifestyle channel, some chicks running like a fucking food blog or something. I bet anything. It's a bunch of outdated magic boxes from fucking a year and a half ago. And and a bunch of random shit Carly wants with a few things of mine sprinkled in there. And I bet the stuff she wants has some justification, like, to make this for Mike. I fucking bet that's the case. What up, Bull? Brent, what's going on? Fish list. I don't know. I ain't wishing for no fish. Nathan, you damn right I ain't sorry. Or I'm the sorriest sucker you've ever seen. Depends on who you talk to. Florida's talking about a massage. Oh, a massager gun. Yeah, those totally do look like sex toys, right? Like the one is like a double butt finger or something, bro. Wugga, 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 wugga. Yo, if you bought one of those and like not the sex version, but like the regular massager version, and they got that wagga wagga wagga, if you used it like right on your butthole, and I don't mean stick it in your butthole, I mean like rest it on the outer rubber band, do you think when it went wubba wubba wubba, it would make it spasm and your body would just be like, I have to go? I definitely would not try that out. Ever. Oh, dude, if I had a fucking hold on, let's be very fucking clear here. Let's be very fucking clear. I want to make sure I understand what you're fucking trying to say here. You're trying to say that I would be afraid or ashamed of admitting that it's a sex toy. The guy who talked about, with a shrug, fucking his own grandmother is worried about admitting that I want a fucking sex toy. I'm sure whatever it is that you're looking at isn't good enough to be a sex toy. I want the real version. I want the Thunderfuck 7000 with the fucking 8,000 RPM motor and 72 different vibration options, bro. All right? I don't need any whatever bullshit. I guarantee you, Mike, that's for my fucking disabled wife. For real, whatever it is. She's genuinely disabled. And that's for her. And her disability. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, yeah, it's a sex toy, bro. I don't fucking care. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm in my fucking 40s. Oh my God. Yes, I'm sure. Yep. Sex toys and all that stuff. Whoa. I'm turning red out of embarrassment, bro. You want to talk about shameless? I mean, that's me. I'm not ashamed of shit. This fucking stream's called I'm Sorry. I ain't sorry for shit, because I never do anything I'm actually sorry for. That's how I live my life. There's butt stuff I try, but not a vibrator. Yeah, exactly. You're just trying it to find out if you're just trying to find out if tickling your butthole means you need to take a dump. There's nothing sexual about that, bro. That's science, motherfucker. How are we supposed to advance as a species if people don't, like Madame Curie fucked around with plutonium and fucking radioactive shit and whatever, right? And I'm gonna tease my own butthole with a fucking massager that's not a sex toy, but totally sounds like a sex toy the way I'm describing it, if it has one of those little slingshot pronger dongers, you know? Cinder, if you think that I don't play fucking games with the big fat baseball bat dongs and I wouldn't laugh my ass off if somebody sent me a fucking dildo, like, what do you think's more... Ask yourself a question. What's more likely if I got a fucking dildo? That I'm gonna get embarrassed and be like, oh my god? Or that I'm gonna get fucking like a 7-day timeout on YouTube and go, sorry guys, I shouldn't have gone like this. I shouldn't have been deep throating that dildo because it's fucking hilarious. I sucked a sword like a fucking dick in one of my videos, guys. I sucked the meat juice off it like a fucking dick in my fucking boxers. Like, people don't remember the early days where I ran around in my fucking boxers sucking swords like dicks, and they're like, I'm gonna embarrass you, but you don't fucking understand me. How the fuck can you be here and not get it, son? You can't embarrass me. It's not possible. Only I can embarrass me, and there are so few things that will actually make me feel embarrassed. So few things. Being like genuinely impolite and a dick to somebody who absolutely doesn't have it coming, that makes me feel embarrassed. That. I'm embarrassed by that kind of behavior. But there's very, very, very little that... I ain't above much, guys. I ain't above much at all. Pretty much YouTube tells me what I can't do. Otherwise, I'm here, all right? I would suck a dragon dick like it had the cure to my AIDS in it, bro. For real, for real. I'd be like, what's this got fucking jelly in the middle? I don't give a shit. As long as it's funny. As long as it's funny to me, I'll do it. Al, yeah, you like that? She looks good, doesn't she? That's right. Milmass says they don't realize can't cause pain to a raw nerve. You can't shame me. I'm always in a state of shame. Seth says that I'm fantastic. You're damn right. I'm so glad to be here. I like your attitude, bro. Pyre Pepperidge Farm remembers carrot toes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Backhead says the only reason we haven't seen his dick is because he can pants. This is very true. He's probably not wrong. Oh, that's funny. Oh well, we're moving into some crazy future. Who knows? Maybe I'll have my fucking 60-year-old dick on the internet. Holy shit, you never know what's coming. The rules get looser and wilder in a bunch of ways. Like, Twitter's insane, man. You just be like, I'm part of the public discourse. Also, here's my asshole. And it's like, say what now? Yeah, I'm here to talk about politics. Here's my butt. I'm stretching it wide. What? Yeah, and I also dress up as a vulture for, like, Furry Tuesdays. And I'm like, this is the Matrix, son. What the fuck is this? What even is life? Alan! Yeah, man, why be fake? One of the things I enjoy is I don't have to worry about. I don't have to sit there and go, oh my God, what kind of a persona am I trying to project to these people? How do I make sure I never say anything that betrays that and gives them the wrong impression? I don't give a fuck. Like, people come along and go, I don't like the way that you act and your persona and what it's... No, you just don't like me. I got bad news for you. That's just me. If you don't like me, especially in the live streams, that's just me. The only difference between me and the live streams and me and the videos is that I don't fucking swear. That's it. That's it. So, it's not some made up character. And when I'm off like, this is what Carly deals with all day, that poor fucking woman. You can tell sometimes she's fucking exasperated. Like, I'm never off, right? Like, I'm just a constant. I talk all the fucking time. I seem to have a boundless well of energy, regardless of how much fucking... how garbage I take care of myself. So I'm all the time. All the time. All the time. Take a little bit of time to breathe. The only time I ain't talking is when I'm sleeping. Loco, exactly. Exactly. It's people are ridiculous. Cinder, yeah, that is definitely weird. That is a weird thing to do. That's so random. Millmauser, I'll post my drug use on Instagram. That's where it goes. Social media is ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. But also a lot of fun. It's just the Wild West of insanity, right? They probably are going to tamp all this shit down to a degree, right? The internet will become more and more sanitized in the main corridors, and all the degens will be pushed to the outer fringes. The outer fringes. Went to Arby's today, guys, and they changed their buns or something, and it sucked. Like, I wouldn't think that changing the bun would matter that much, but me and my buddy both had a sandwich, and they both, like, I was like, yo, I took a bite. I was like, yo, did they change the buns or something? And he took a bite, and he's like, I thought when you took a bite out of it, there was something up with your face. And it is. It didn't taste as good. I couldn't even taste the bun. Oh, yeah, Alan. I mean, we've been together for long enough. She knew what she was signing up for. A lot of the time she finds it delightful, but sometimes she finds it tedious. I can't fault her. I try and notice it, you know? Waking up in the morning not feeling that great. She's got, like, a lot going on. She has to take a whole bunch of pills for a disability. Like, she has it really difficult. Like, sleeping in the wrong position, like, not old people style, but just sleeping in the wrong position with the sheet in the wrong way, even crumpled, can be enough to, like, she's just got a lot going on. And there's a lot that needs to be managed to the point where, like, I weigh the forks. When I take out the forks and we're having dinner, I weigh the forks. So we're always walking the line of, like, I want to help her, but I don't want to take her autonomy away from her. So, you know what I mean? There's that kind of balance going on. So she's got a trickier time with it. And so dealing with all that, and then, like, you know, you wake up, you got to take your pills and wait for all that to kick in so you can start to feel somewhat better. And then you got to deal with me coming at you full tilt from the get-go. That's a lot to deal with sometimes. So I try and give her a space when I click into that. But a lot of times I'm just excited to tell her about something. Like, hey, check out what I found out, or this happened, or I want to talk about this. Because that's the kind of person I am. I'm very bad for that kind of shit. She'll tell me she has a headache, and I'll be like, okay, I won't be loud. And then 5 minutes later, I'll be like, baby, guess what? And then she'll just be like, I told you I have a headache. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, in some ways, I'm a lot of fun. In other ways, it can be a trial. Hawaiian bun, Florida? I don't know what that is. Maybe they accidentally gave me gluten-free. I don't know. I mean, we both got the same bun, so I'm not sure. I am not sure. Who'd win in a cage match? Jonathan, I would say Mox. Mox, man, is like, he's a kind of relentless that you don't understand. Like, picture Jason chasing you down, like, just walking after you forever. That's Mox Man style. I'm more like Freddy Krueger, more like, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, just more like, it's more of a big show. I'm gonna fuck with your head. You know, like, just dumb, more dumb nonsense. He's relentless. And fucking Desolator wouldn't show up. He'd be too fucking like, nah, sorry, I ain't even doing it. They won't allow guns in the fucking cage match. I won't be a part. So Mox Man would win. Stuff Fornal! Stuff Fornal. Indeed. Indeed. Greg, you're right. Moxman does have some intensity. I spent, interpret this however you will. I spent a weekend with him on a getaway. His family and my family, me and Carly, we all went to the Great Wolf Lodge almost a year ago. And this year we're supposed to get together again. Moxman's wife wants to throw down in mini golf because she got really triggered. She got really triggered last year from my stellar performance and absolute mini golf domination. And it was all done through my extravagant luck because I was not sitting there focusing on, yo, I'm going to win. I ain't no golf pro. The universe just went, yeah, you know what? We love you. Let's have some fun. And so it just kept giving me hole-in-ones. So Moxman had to start making excuses. They designed this course so that everybody would get more hole-in-ones. No, he said, they designed this course so it's easier to get hole-in-ones. And then I said, why isn't everybody getting more hole-in-ones then? It's just like, the argument falls apart. It was to the point where near the end of the course, he was like, when his wife finally got a hole in one, he was like, there was like an audible sigh of relief. He was like, oh, thank God. Like, because she was getting more worked up as I kept getting holes in one, and she didn't want me to. It was a fun little rivalry. It was an enjoyable time. Cinder Shadow. Oh, you getting yourself a pump, buddy? Did you get a hot chicken sandwich? Nope. I had chicken parmesan, though. That was good. Oh, Greg Jones, you need to send energy to your plant version of yourself, buddy. You're droopy. You're droopy. I did some repotting. I'm hoping that it was just that the boundaries of the pot had been explored by the roots, but you're drooping, so send some good karmic energy. It's true, I'm droopy. Yeah, I feel like I actually did a good job of repotting the plants. I went and looked and like read how you're supposed to do it. You take them out of the first pot, you're like supposed to loosen up the roots a bit, and you put like a hard layer of dirt down at the bottom and pack it down, but then the rest you don't put quite down as firmly, so there's space for the roots to jiggle out where they need to go. Wub, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that they're gonna turn out good. Had spicy pork shoulder. What do you cut that into pork chops, or what do you do with that pulled pork? You just eat an entire shoulder of a pig like a maniac, where it's like, Greg Jones, feed my plant bottled water. All right. Well, you know what I'm doing is I'm taking the tap water and I'm putting it like, you don't take it and put it on the plant right away. You leave it to sit out, because then the, I guess like I don't know exactly what it is, but I guess some of the chemicals in it dissipate, so it's better for the plants. I don't know how true that is, but it didn't seem like it's a problem to me. Also, the water like will be the same temperature roughly as the plants are. So I like to leave like water in a jug for a couple days, just sitting there in the same room as the plants, and then give them that. Give them that. But I don't have, honestly, I don't have a ton of experience growing a lot of different plants. I had a lemon tree, and I had that actually lived. That was pretty cool. I liked that. I had it for a number of years. And me and Carly planted some orange seeds to see if we would get a little orange sapling growing, but none of them took root. So just gonna keep trying. There's bleach in tap water. It only matters if you're trying to do living soil. Well, I don't even know what that means, so I don't know. Greg, I love how into it you are, buddy. I have the like, not only are the plants named after you, and Slack are the two who they're named after, right? And I kept track of which one's which, because they're both, like, every plant has its own different characteristics in terms of the height it grows to and the healthiness and all that. And so the little name tags, they each have name tags. And when the pots transferred, I was like, well, the name tags transfer as well, and they do. I took them off and have reaffixed them onto the new pots. 90. Oh, I make you feel better. That is something for me to be. That is something for me to be sorry for. Logo says, get a 3-pound pork shoulder, place it in a crock pot, set to low, add a can of root beer and a cup of barbecue sauce, cook for 10 hours, and it's amazing. That sounds all right. Tiamat, what do I think about what Wizards is doing to Magic? I mean, if you go watch my most recent video, that'll tell you just how unhappy I am with what's going on. That tripped me out for a second. I was like, what's that noise? And then I'm like, oh, Carly just got back and she is vacuuming. She's going to be happy with me. Haha. As a nice surprise for her, I actually did a bunch of cleaning so that when she came home, stuff she thought she was going to end up doing is already done. And I'm guessing that's probably why now she's vacuuming. Because she's just like, well, I was going to do this stuff, but since I don't have to, I can do this instead. Because that's the kind of lady she is. She's incredibly efficient at doing things, and she will overdo stuff. So when I talked about how her fucking her disability limits her, she'll do more than she should. So I like to help her and keep my eye on it. But I don't want her to hear me. Still 4-0. Super glad I talked about standard in my last video. I mean, I had to, right? It's such a crazy choice that they're making that ultimately I don't think is going to do any good. It's just going to be like, how much more can we milk from you guys, right? Wizards finally realized they need standard. I mean, yeah, they clued in that they were missing out a bunch. The tap that they had before, the stability that came from it, has been turned off because they fundamentally changed the nature of it when Magic's Commander now. It's Commander the Commandering. And so then they go, what, this format we haven't been paying any attention to and have actively been working against is withering? Why is that? All we did was stop watering the plant and hacked at its roots. Why is it dying, guys? What's the deal? We thought that the plant would live whatever we did with it. We just want to put it in a trash bag, throw it over to the side. It'll stay alive, right? Moogle, that's right. Standard is substandard, bro. That's what they should call the format. Call it substandard. Call it a lack of standards. Ha ha. It's unfortunate. Oh. I just realized, I'm sitting there, I'm starting to feel hungry. And then I realized what we're having for dinner tonight. It's like, we're having tacos. That's what we were going to have yesterday. But instead I opted for the ghetto craft dinner and sausage meal, which, by the way, guys, was a tragic mistake. It was tragic. The sausage was awful. It was something we had tried for the first time. I don't know if it was like Johnson something. They sucked. They sucked. Man, did they suck. Like, I don't even want to eat the ones that are left. That's how bad they were. That's, you know, it's bad meat when you're like, I don't even want to eat it. For real. Is overprinting modern staples the first step to killing modern? No, forcing the rotation into modern and forcing people to chase Ragavans and the insane power creep that will accompany that is killing modern. Pioneer is killing modern because modern existed for a particular purpose, but now modern has become what it existed to replace. Like, modern existed because it's like, yo, do you not want to play Legacy with all the expensive and hard to get cards? Come to modern. And now modern is expensive and has a bunch of hard to acquire cards. So modern is essentially just like Legacy with a different dress on. And so Pioneer is the new modern. And Wizards is pushing Pioneer, and people are heading to Pioneer because it's cheaper than fucking modern in the other formats and less rotation-y and more stable than standard. Triple Q, you had tacos for dinner? Nice. If it's going to be 3 years, why not rotate every release one in, one out? I'm guessing it has to do with some kind of fucking marketing plan. But maybe they'll shift to something like that. I don't know. I don't know ultimately what the hell they're thinking. It's hard to fathom the choices they're making, yo. What up, D2? How you doing? Sandwich, you can just introduce them to it. If you don't know people who play Magic, if you can't find Magic players, make Magic players, you know? Either convert other people into Magic players or have a kid and grow them up to be a Magic player. That's a longer plan. That one's not as easy. It's easier to just get people to play with you. Oh, God. shouldn't keep waking up so much this morning over and over. It's making me feel tired today. D2, would I ever go back to working at a TCG store? I suppose under the right conditions. Yep. Why not, right? I mean, I like games, talking about all that kind of stuff. Theoretically. But, I mean, I doubt that I would ever end up back in that situation, right? The game stores are... There's less and less of them as time progresses, and I've got this thing that I like. I want to be an entertainer, so theoretically it could happen, but it's unlikely because it doesn't. It's like my passion isn't selling people game cards, you know? Playing games is fun. I like sharing that with people, but I'm not interested in selling them the games myself or being... I'm not interested in working in fucking retail and all that, right? It's just the game store is... It's a nicer environment than a lot of other places that I have worked at. So I would, but it's unlikely that we'd end up in that scenario. Fucking LGSs and stuff like that, most of them are money-losing propositions that are run almost as hobby shops, like a hobby of the owner, and they will inevitably collapse. Opening an LGS is an easy way to lose a ton of money, so I would never do anything that dicey. I don't have the money for the expense in the first place, and the diciness of it is just... I mean, I guess theoretically, because I have a YouTube channel based around it and could build an online customer base, I have an inherent advantage that your everyday individual wouldn't have, so I could theoretically make it work, but it's not of interest to me. I'm like, yo, I want to make people laugh and entertain them. Okay, so you should go and buy a building or like rent a building, and then you should go and buy a whole bunch of product and advertise and have a shop where people come in and then spend the time to run events and sell all these products to people and talk to distributors and restock and do... And it's like, no, that's all right. I don't need to do any of that. I don't need to do any of that. My dream was never to run a game store. That's never been my dream. There are multiple people. Guess what? All the game stores in the city are all owned by people whose dream was to have a game store. All of them. Some of them with mixed results. Some of them are happy. Some of them want out. There are some people who have done the game store thing, and you've watched it destroy them. Legit, where it's like, whoa. So, way too dicey. Way too dicey. Millmaster, oh, you want me to come and be a professor at the college and boarding school for men and boys? The name keeps expanding. I fucking better get tenure. I want tenure and a fat salary. And nobody can challenge my insane beliefs. I'm leaving to work in the private sector. What are you talking about? You're already in the private sector. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with running a game store at all, right? I like game stores, but I don't want to run a store. Oh man, Wizards of the Coast are a bunch of goof bags, bro. Stuff they're doing is just absolutely stupid. But hey, it makes it easier for the new card games that want to have a chance at things, right? And it makes me a prime place for those games to show up. Yo, hey, can we get you to talk about our game here and stuff? Because a bunch of people who watch you aren't too happy with Magic and might be interested in other games. It's like, yep. Didn't even know they did the Pro Tour. Yeah, Wizards doesn't do a good job of spreading the word on that kind of stuff, right? There's a lot of lackluster stuff going on with them right now. Oh, well, I wish I could say things were going to be more fucking hopeful, but I currently don't feel like they are. I feel like just the disillusioned. Well, that's the way corporations go. They just make things. It's just, all right, here we go. How do we cut costs and make things better for us? And who gives a shit how it affects the actual customer? Because it's all about churning out money for people who own the shares. They're the ones who matter. Ugh. Patrick, have I opened any of the Grand Archive booster boxes yet? No. The booster boxes will be the last. First thing is to actually open the decks and play those. And I was originally planning on checking them out today, but I wasn't feeling well. So instead, I just spent some time recovering. I find that I don't have time to do everything I want to do. One of the cool things, and I guess tragedies at the same time, of doing what I do is that there's tons of people who want to do things with me. So I got a ton of different projects on the go and things, and I'm always trying to keep up, and I always feel like I'm behind, and there's things that need to get done. Like, there's always. So I don't know how long it's actually going to take before the Grand Archive stuff happens. I'm not going to I ain't going to stress about it, you know? One thing at a time. Oh, fucking yawning, man. It's been a long day. Hey, Patrick, I agree. Personal health is more important. And honestly, I feel like it's more fair to the game as well. Like, people want an honest opinion. That's what I was asked for about Grand Archive, and that's what I agreed to give. So I like to give the game the best chance. So for that to happen, the time to crack it out and play around with it is when I'm in like good spirits, right? You don't want to be like, I don't feel good, and then your brain just translates that into the card game. Like, I got really sick at one point in my life, and I was sick long enough that my brain translated that sickness and connected it to Paper Mario. So Paper Mario for the GameCube makes me feel physically ill because I was really sick and I was playing that game at that time. My brain literally associates that game with being terribly sick, and it makes me it's nuts. It's like a Clockwork Orange level reaction. I didn't even think shit like that was possible, but it totally apparently is. And I haven't had that kind of a strong reaction to most things, but you know, it's always good to give things the best shot, right? Yeah, Tiamat, they totally wanted Strixhaven to have Harry Potter. They clearly were aiming for that, like 1,000%. Oh, I don't know what's going on with my leg. Oh, the human body is garbage. Or at least this one is. I need one of those robot bodies. Or to be a fat blob on a floating chair like in Wall-E, you know what I mean? The human body is a wondrous and ridiculous contraption. Anyways, you know what? I don't want to fucking talk about magic anymore right now. I'm not interested in it. I'm bored of that subject. It's literally fucking making me yawn. So, let's talk about something else. Paul, what do I think of sorcery? I dig sorcery, bro. I dig it quite a bit. I think it's cool. It looks good. I had fun playing it with Carly. I enjoyed cracking the booster box. All of it. So sorcery gets a thumbs up from me. That's on my list of good time TCGs. Millmaster Biggins, the Fat McJuggins. That's right, Seth Jugglum. Oh, come on. Oh, oh, ah. Oh. I watched a video today on a channel I'd never heard of before. YouTube just randomly recommended to me. It's called Flash Gits. It's an animation video, and it's an advertisement for some new game from Genshin Impact Makers, and it's called Honkai or whatever, something like that. And this was like an 8-minute advertisement for that game, basically. But it was fucking hilarious. Like, genuinely funny. I watched it, like, this is well done. I had a good laugh at it. Like, I intend to show Carly it tonight because it really did make me laugh. The Waifu Express. That shit's funny. Jack of Flames, I'm going to be doing a Grand Archive review video, just talking my thoughts on the game. Think kind of like the same way I did a sorcery video on this channel talking about it. It's going to be one of those. It's not that sorcery video on the historian for like a booster box, like that kind of stuff to happen on the historian. That's sponsored level videos. So that's like card companies paying me to do that kind of stuff. When it comes to other things like that, checking out new TCGs, and that's going to happen here. That's the current way it works. So yeah, they'll be getting a video here, but no, I don't have any plans to do like a full-on booster box opening. I intend instead, unless plans change, to use the boosters to like open during streams and things like I do with the boosters of other games, right? So full-on booster box opening videos for other games are going to be a special rarity, I would say. Things can change, though, because I'm not putting any fucking rules set in stone. That's just my current vibe on it, you know? Paul, it's time for a root beer. I just finished one off. I'll be having one soon again, I'm sure. Enjoy. Enjoy. Super duper, your mind was blown. You thought someone had super chatted 501, not 501, not 501. Well, you can't. You can't actually super chat more than 500 in a day. And people have totally done $500 super chats and claimed the board that way. It has occurred in the past. You see it in a gigantic red box. Kablam! But yeah, no, that's 501 genes, son. Jack, yeah, honestly, that sorcery, the sorcery booster box opening video, it performed a lot better than I thought. I was like, I thought it was going to get a decent amount of views, but I didn't realize it was going to get as many as it did, and it would get as good a reaction, which is awesome. It turned out great. I'm very happy with it overall. Super Duper says, will accept $500 super chat, won't accept $500 to do stand-up. So you're saying, will accept $500 to be here doing what he's already doing, make people laugh. Won't accept $500 to go out, find a venue, set up some kind of recording scenario, deal with a bunch of disinterested people, or wrangle up an entire audience myself. Essentially put in hours and hours and hours of work. If you're trying to do an apples to apples comparison, you're doing an apples to a fucking cinder block comparison in this case, right? Like, for real. How much work is one versus the other? Right? What I'm comfortable with, what I already know, something that requires a whole bunch of fucking wrangling in an unknown environment. Right? So trying to be like, yo, one or the other. It's not like you're saying, yo, we'll pull like one nut out. We'll pull his left nut out for 500, but won't pull his right nut out for 500. Then you'd have me. You feel me? But like, for real, it's partial laziness and partial, I've never done it before. So it's like a combination of things, right? Like, that's what it is. You feel me? Like, there's a number of layers to it. It's definitely not a direct comparison, but there is a level of dauntingness to it as well. So, found a couple of venues, just saying, oh, you've been looking around, man. I appreciate your level of enthusiasm and belief in me. I genuinely do. It is very, very nice. It's a good thing, but I don't want to make you fucking feel frustrated by this process either. Do you know what I mean? Did I ever do YouTube shit before I did YouTube shit? What is this? Some kind of fucking time travel question? What the hell does that mean? Sometimes you gotta tell them to. Greg, have a good one, buddy. Millmaster, what are you getting a hotel room with James P? What's going on? My two options are Baby Yoda or Jabba the Hutt if I could get a different body. I mean, Baby Yoda, right? Like, all the chicks are gonna fucking pick you up and squeeze you between their tits. Fucking, you got a Jabba the Hutt body, you're 2 huffs from dying, right? You collapse under your own weight. How's that even an option? Millmaster, I don't know what kind of eyes wide shut party you're having in your own mind here or whatever, bro. You gotta start somewhere with everything is the point you're trying to make. Point well made. Fair point. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Jabba stacked that ain't no tail. Oh, Jason, I see what you're saying. You would love to be morbidly obese with a dick you couldn't use because you're too fat to properly use it or do anything. Yeah, pass. Pass. I don't need my heart to give out if I try and get hard. You know what I mean? What? Come on down and talk with your mouth full. That's a hell of a request. Super duper, that's right. Morbid obesity and ED go hand in hand. Forever together. I can't get myself hard for anybody for all my life. No thanks. No thanks. I remember when I got like a little too fat and my knees started to protest and I found myself leaning on walls and I'm like, yo, what is this? No, I don't want this life. And so I like took the weight off. I was like, no, I definitely don't want to be fat. I'll be a little baby Yoder. I'll be a yodeling Yoder. That's it. Yep, that's the route I'll go. Millmaster, you're gonna star in your own off-Broadway production of Humidity to Humidity. Oh, James P's ready for room 37. What? Wait, what? Seth, that doesn't make sense. You could do those. Why wouldn't you be able to? I mean, wouldn't the fried chicken grease up your hands to make it better? Jason, you're in the wrong fucking place if you think I'm not gonna fucking fat shame. I absolutely will. If you're gigantic and fucking fat like the Hut, I don't even care. I'm big bone. Nah, you're just fucking fatty. There weren't no fucking fat cave people like that. Nature took care of them. They got rid of them, right? Cave people weren't fucking celebrating bodies like Lizzo going, wow, body empowerment, which is really just code for you can be a piece of garbage, but you get to feel good about yourself undeservedly, right? Fuck that, man. Fuck that. Body shaming is a useful tool that used to help people be healthy. Like, you know, how you shame people for fucking smoking cigarettes and you can think cigarette smoking is gross? Hey, I think smoking's gross because it makes you stink and it's bad for your health. Wow, what a perfectly valid position. Hey, I think being gigantic and unhealthy is gross. What a completely invalid position. No, that's hateful. No, that's fucking medical science, bro. That's how that works. Being a gigantic, fat, gross sack of crap is terrible for your fucking body. You weren't built to be that way. Mankind has just succeeded so much that you can be like that, right? You can be one of those wally, fat, blob pieces of shit who wash yourself with a rag on a stick, right? Somebody who's got a medical condition can't do nothing about it, that's one thing. But there's a bunch of lazy, fat sacks of garbage in the world, right? There's a bunch of them, so I got no respect for it. I don't care about their fucking feelings, right? That's it, man. Like, I don't give a fuck. If you're fat and you're happy being fat, cool. That's it. Cool. I ain't here to tell you not to be fat. I just have an issue with people trying to pretend that being fat is healthy or fine. Like, it's just fine from a health perspective. It's fine. It's a personal choice. I don't give a shit. I don't care. People can be fat. They can fuck their toasters. That's your life. That's your dick. I don't give a shit, right? But the whole, like, it's a valid choice for everybody as a being healthy and loving yourself. It's like, take care of yourself. That's a good man. What the fuck happened? What happened, man? When I was growing up, it's like the Terry Fox run and shit. Do the Terry Fox run. Terry Fox was all like, fuck you. You think it's easy for me with my fucking fake leg? I'm gonna stick it in the salt water and make it harder, bitch, and run across the country because I'm a badass. And now instead of got a badass, you got a fat ass. All full of the juice. Congratulations, Blandwell. You fucking strapped a tarp over yourself. Scrunch. Oh, check it out. She did 4 jumping jacks in a video. Yeah, and her fucking goddamn ankles collapsed. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Don't be a gigantic fatty. It's not good for you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So yeah, fuck the huts. I'm calling them out. They're garbage. They're garbage. All right, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna be heading out. Thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. It's always enjoyable to chill with you. Now, for real this time, I'm going down into the waters of doom. Goodbye for now. See you tomorrow.